We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight and hold support and test key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 9:55 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to push up higher here in the after hours. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow and what's going on within these charts with the inflow versus outflows. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Apple bot. Our Apple bot at 9:55 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 120% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to do a transition from red bars to bright green bars. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, back under a bull indicator since yesterday at the 544.20 area. It was used as support in today's pre-market, and it continued to fight to stay above 545 all day, right? It's even done a double bottom here, and it's going to be crucial to not ignore that support going into tomorrow and the rest of these after hours, as it's retesting up here the highs of day and key resistance levels. Now, this bull indicator is not the only one on the SPY chart. We also have the QQQ under a bull indicator since yesterday at 479. You have Tesla here with full strength since Tuesday back at 183, and it's trying to head towards 200. The question mark is, will it break it? Lots of eyes here at these key resistance levels. I look forward to seeing your comments down below if you think Tesla will break 200. And then you have Apple here with a bull indicator since yesterday and a bear indicator in the volatility popping up at 214, and it's trying to get back above it here in the after hours. It's going to be crucial for inflows to follow and a bull indicator to pop up in the process. And Netflix under a bull indicator since yesterday at 670 and hitting highs up here so far of 688. Now, on the SPY, in the bigger picture, when we look at it from the 1 hour, a bull indicator has popped up, canceling out that bear indicator from 544.80. Not that far off of where support was found twice today. And we have a bull indicator here at 545.50 and trying to push up here towards the 547 level. Something to not ignore in the bigger picture is if that bull indicator can continue to hold true going into tomorrow. Now, we have a bull indicator here on the 15-minute at 545.76, canceling out that previous bear indicator, not that far off that same level at 545.72 to be exact. And this has been canceled. Bull indicator dominating again in the volatility. And now we're going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index, with inflows dominating for most of the day. In the first half, we can see that push up from red to green away from the midpoint and hitting highs here of 1.97. And it's not that far off of it here in the after hours, pushing back up at 1.95. And outflows slightly dominated on that second try of that rejection from 546 down towards 544. And support was found, that double bottom was formed, and inflows pushed back up. Definitely something to not ignore here on the 30-minute, and it's going to be crucial for it to continue pushing away from the midpoint to further justify any move to the upside. Now, when we go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour in the bigger picture, we could see how inflows continue to dominate since Tuesday, right? It's been in this tight consolidation between 544, 543 to 545, 546, and inflows have stayed above and they continue to try to push up higher, right? So far, highs here so far of 2.38 positive on inflows and green. And for this to justify any further move to the upside and breakout of key resistance levels, these inflows need to pull away from the midpoint in the bigger picture. Now, this is what has been holding up this chart from completely collapsing downwards, right? Inflows have been above, tight consolidation, and keeps on rejecting at key levels near 547. Up here is a key resistance at 546.97. I would just round that up to 547, and you could see that rejection here today, and again here in the after hours as it's fighting at 546.53. These inflows need to push up, and that resistance needs to turn into a support to start that staircase effect, and I'm going to be watching that very closely here in today's after hours and going into tomorrow. Now, in the volatility, we could see here the chop in the zigzags of the day, right? Back and forth, outflows trying to dominate twice, right? On both of those drops, but inflows came back up, and we can see that sharp push back towards key resistance levels and retest of highs of day, right? And inflows are at 1.71. It's going to be crucial for it to stay above and keep on pushing higher to further support any move to the upside. Now, if these outflows start to begin to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. I would not ignore that. And the first support I'll be watching is 545. If these outflows break through on the 15-minute and roll that weakness over into the 30-minute as well, then I'll be watching 543. And then comes the 540 level. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to keep on pushing up, retest that resistance and break it. 547 is the first key level I'll be watching, turn it into support, and then above that I'll be watching 549 to the 550 level, and then the 552 level if these inflows can continue to pick up on the 30-minute as well as on the 1 hour, as they've been fighting to stay above and they're currently green. And based off the history of the chart, they have room to go higher. They're only sitting around 2.3 on the 1 hour, and it hit highs here of 4.2 and even 6.4. And on the 30-minute, it's only at highs of 1.96. And based off the history of the chart, it's even hit up here to 2.24 and even 6.0 and even 2.24. So I will be watching these inflows very closely. These are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them, and that's going to be crucial and critical here the rest of these after hours and going into tomorrow. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.